Hey everyone, Courtney here with Southern Owls. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. I would love to have you here as a follower on my channel. Today I am doing an updated version of my 21-inch paint stick swag. We are going to be doing a Valentine's Day theme. So I chose this to be my sign. I got this from Hobby Lobby. We are going to be using 10-inch mesh, some pipe cleaners. We're going to be using one cable mount. You can get these at Home Depot or on Amazon. They are a better price on Amazon. We are going to be using two different 2.5-inch wired ribbon and two 1.5-inch wired ribbon. So let's get started. You can pick up a package of these at your local hardware store as well. I get mine from Home Depot just because where I work at the hair salon, Home Depot's in my parking lot. So it's just a matter of convenience. They come in a 3-pack. They are in the paint section because they're stir sticks. They're less than $2 for a pack of 3, which is really great because that makes your wreath cost a better price point. Okay, so they just come in a pack of 3, so we're only going to need one today. I'm just going to set that right down. And the cool thing is all of these, they have the numbers. They're the measurements, right? So we're going to take 5 pipe cleaners and we're going to leave them long, okay? So 5 pipe cleaners, and you're going to want to find the middle of that 21-inch paint stick, okay? So once you find the middle of it, you are going to wrap that first pipe cleaner around, and you're going to measure down 3.5 inches, and just keep on putting on those pipe cleaners and just give them a really good twist. And about 3.5 inches. It's okay if it's a little less or a little more, but you want them for the most part to be pretty evenly spaced. Okay, so that is a up close. That's the back side, so this is where the client is going to be hanging it on their door or window shutter. You can make 2. They're so cute. So I'm also going to be using my Roby hot glue gun today, and we're just going to add a little bit of glue right in the middle of all of these pipe cleaners that we just added. This is just going to make sure those pipe cleaners don't slip. It's just an extra precautionary. I'm going to turn my glue gun off because I don't think we're going to be needing it anymore. Oh my gosh, can y'all see the steam coming up? So just a little bit, We're going to set that to the side to cool. And now we're going to be cutting our mesh. This is 10-inch mesh. I don't remember where I bought this mesh. General Wholesale. Yep, because I bought it in bulk. General Wholesale is where I bought this. And today I'm going to do 25-inch pieces. And we're going to do 10. And I'm only using this colored mesh. So we're going to do 10 pieces at 25 inches. I like to cut my mesh with a rotary cutter. It's one swoop motion, and I think it helps with the frame. I truly believe that the sharper your blades are, the better it is for the mesh. That's a question I get quite often is, you know, how do you keep your mesh from fraying? And so how I answer that is quality mesh, okay? You want to buy quality mesh from online stores, from Owlet, General Wholesale, White Bayou has good mesh. You know, just somewhere that has credible, good mesh. Okay, leave the big box stores behind because their mesh is just very flimsy. So I highly recommend shopping online for your mesh and using a rotary cutter. Make sure you change out your blade. If you make a lot of wreaths, make sure you're switching out that blade every couple months as well. If this is just a hobby and you like to do it for fun, you won't have to change out your blade as much because you're not using it as often. But just make sure that you are changing that blade out every few months if you're a crafter. Okay, so we have 10 pieces. Now the cool thing too about this swag that we're making, you can use different colors mesh. As long as you have 10 pieces, you'll be good to go. But today we're just going to be using the one color of mesh. So you're going to take this one roll. So it's 25 inches and this is 10-inch deco mesh. And we're going to be making cruffles. So you're going to so I always put my mesh upside down so it naturally rolls in like this, right? Like a scroll. So you're going to let it naturally roll in a few times. Pinch the middle. And walk your fingers to the other side, okay? So the reason why this is a cruffle is because it has your curls and your ruffle. Super, super cute technique. I did not come up with it. I just use it. And you're gonna put that right into that first pipe cleaner. And you're gonna do it long ways in that first pipe cleaner. Twist that pipe cleaner in, secure it, and now we're going to keep on keeping on. So we're going to just keep on going with that same technique. Let it roll in on itself a few times. Pinch the middle. Walk your fingers to the other side. And this one we did up and down. The next one we're going to flip that mesh and we're going to do it side to side. I alternate them back and forth for fullness, okay? We don't want anyone to know that we're using a paint stick. And I just tuck that mesh right underneath. So you see how this one's up and down, and then this one's side to side. And we're just gonna keep on going. So the next one is gonna be up and down. Still staying with that cruffle method, letting it roll in, pinching the middle, walking your fingers to the other side, and then this one's gonna be up and down. Right into that pipe cleaner, secure it in, and I'm gonna tuck this underneath like that. Okay? We're gonna keep on going. You guessed it. So, same thing, let that mesh roll in on itself a few times, pinch the middle, walk your fingers to the other side, and now we're gonna go side to side. So we're gonna flip that mesh and have it side to side. Same thing, put it in that pipe cleaner, give it a few good twists. I'm gonna tuck that mesh underneath. And we got one more to go, and this one's gonna be up and down. Okay? So now we have the first layer of mesh secured onto our paint stick. I'm just going to tuck that end underneath that mesh like so. And here we are. That's the first layer. Look how thick that already is, okay? So fun, so whimsical. I really love doing this method. So now we're gonna do another layer. So instead of going up and down, like we did on the first one, we're gonna alternate it. So now this one's gonna be side to side, and the next one's gonna be up and down, okay? Same technique though, we're gonna use that cruffle technique. Let it roll in on itself a few times, pinch the middle, walk your fingers to the other side, and we are going to go side to side, okay? So the first one was up and down, now we're gonna flip it. side to side. Okay. So cute. So full, so fluffy. Okay, we're going to take this next one, roll it, pinch it, walk your fingers to the other side. Now this one's going to be up and down. So whatever length, whichever way you did it the first time, you're just going to do the opposite the next time. And that just creates some fullness. And then once again, I always like to tuck it underneath whenever I do the long lines, underneath the mesh. Okay. Super, super cute. Keep on going. Okay. Next one. Roll it. Pinch. Walk your fingers to the other side, staying in the middle. And now this one is going to go up and down. Nope, side to side. Side to side. And just twist it right into those pipe cleaners. Tuck it under. Just so we see all those layers. Okay, two more. Two more. Let it roll in. Pinch the middle. Walk over. This one's going to go up and down. Twist those in, and I'm going to tuck that in underneath. You don't have to tuck it. I just like to tuck it because I think it makes like a cleaner lines. All right, last one. Okay, I'm going to tuck that underneath. Okay, so here is our base, double layers, cruffled, so stinking cute, love it. And then this is what the back looks like, so it's nice and flat, so it's going to lay flush on your door. Okay, we're now going to go and move on to the sign real quick. I'm going to cut our price tag off. I'm not using the jute, but I'm going to leave it on there because I don't want holes in my sign. And then what I'm going to do is, these are self-adhesive cable tie mounts. So I'm just going to peel that off and stick it right in the middle. Okay. I'm then going to take this Gorilla Super Glue with the fine point. And we're just going to make sure that we secure this cable tie mount on. I started using this fine point Gorilla Glue. I really like it because it has the squeezable sides. So I feel like I'm not wasting any of it. You can get this at Hobby Lobby, Home Depot, really anywhere. So what I did is I just went around the outer edge of the cable tie mount. So that's what that looks like, okay? Just to make sure it's really going to be nice and secure. So we're going to flip this upside down, let it dry. It's fast drying. It's just like super glue. Fast drying. We're going to flip that upside down and lay it over to the side. So now we're going to make a bow. We're going to put a bow here, sign here, and then we're going to incorporate some ribbon tails, okay? We're going to push that off to the side. We're going to grab all of our ribbon. Some of my ribbon is new, so I need to cut it open. Has anyone... Oh my gosh, stop shopping for Valentine's Day yet? If you're a fellow wreath maker. I got super excited. There was I can't remember what it's called, but 5th Avenue maybe, 3rd Street Avenue, I don't know. There was an Etsy shop though that was running a crazy ribbon sale. So I was like, let me prepare for the future. Let me get all the ribbon. Okay, so we're going to start off with our 2.5-inch ribbon. This is wired ribbon. If you're using a bow maker, that's great. I always make my bows by hand. So I will call out the measurement if you are using a bow maker. So it just makes it easy. So we're going to do a 6-inch tail. So you're just going to measure out 6 inches and give it a pinch. You're going to measure out 10 inches, which is going to make a 5-inch loop, and conjoin them together and twist that ribbon so it's facing the right direction. Once again, measure out that 10 inches, twist it, and then we're going to cut off 6 inches. So we're going to have 2 6-inch tails and 2 5-inch loops, okay? And I just hold that in between my thumb and pointer finger. Okay, now we're going to grab our next ribbon. We're going to pinch the 6 inches again and 10 inches. So those are going to make a 5-inch loop, making sure that we are twisting our ribbon as we go. Okay, same thing, 2 5-inch loops with 2 6-inch tails. Okay, and I'm just pinching it in between my thumb and pointer finger. You don't have to tightly grip it, just loosely in your hand will do it, okay? Nothing crazy. Now I'm going to add in this super cute ribbon. This is a 1.5-inch wired ribbon. We're still sticking with that 1.5-inch tail, or 1.5-inch, 6-inch tail. Now we're going to shrink our loops down. So if you're measuring out, it's going to be 9 inches. If you're using a bow maker, it's going to be 4.5 inches on your bow maker. So 2 4.5-inch loops with a 6-inch tail. Okay. And I just kind of manipulate where I want everything to go in my hand. We're going to grab this other 1.5-inch, same thing, 6-inch tail, and 9-inch for the loops, which will be 4.5 inches on your bow maker. Making sure you're twisting that ribbon so it's always facing the right direction. Okay. Super, super cute. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to grab my Swiss dot to tie it off in the middle. I have a 1.5-inch Swiss dot, which I think will be really, really cute for the middle of this bow. Sorry about that. Thankfully, all my Valentine's Day stuff is right next to me, ready to roll. Okay, so we're going to measure out another 6-inch tail. You're going to flip that ribbon so it's upside down so you don't see the pattern. You're going to flip it over your thumb. Flip it over your thumb so it makes a racetrack loop, right? I measure this with my heart, however big you want the center loop to be, and then we're going to cut another 6-inch tail. Okay, so now we're going to grab a red pipe cleaner. I know I had some more over there. And you know what's so funny? Okay, there we go. Well, we'll just use this really long one. And a cable tie. You're going to thread that through right where you're holding it. Okay, come on, Mr. Cable Tie. There we go. Get it almost all the way nice and tight. You're going to thread that pipe cleaner underneath that cable tie. And then get it really nice and tight. And cut off the cable tie because you don't need that anymore. And now, since everything is nice and tight and secured, you can start manipulating where you want all of your loops and tails to fall. I'm just going to set that on the table, and now we are going to dovetail. So dovetail, you're just going to fold that ribbon in half, cut up at an angle, okay? Fold that ribbon in half, cut up at an angle. Same thing all the way around to all the tails that you have on that bow. fold in half, cut up at an angle, fold in half, up at an angle, fold in half. Let me go one so it's really nice and close. Fold in half. And well, now I'm going to be cutting down because I have it up off the table. But see what makes that be? I'm like, but if you have it laying on your table, you will be cutting up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that's my last one. I normally always miss one, but maybe I got them all today. Nope, missed one. Does anyone else? So funny. So funny. Okay, so now our bow is looking nice and fancy. So cute. Okay, here's our bow with the loops. Oh, that loop looked sad. There we go. It still looks sad. Goodness. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to add this to the top of our form. So we don't need this cable tie, so I'm just going to use my little wire cutters and cut that off, the pipe cleaner, and then tuck it down because we don't need to use it anymore. And we're going to add in our bow. Also, if you are new to my channel, these also can make really cute centerpieces, okay? So you could put the bow in the middle with little bow tails on the side. You could put Easter hearts on it, or Easter eggs, or there's so many cute little things that you could really just add to this to take it to the next level. I actually started making these as centerpieces. And one of my clients last year said, you know what, I like this, but wouldn't it be really cute to hang it? And I was like, it would be really cute to hang it. So I originally started them like this, and I'd put the bow here, and then I'd put stuff. You could put pumpkins. Gnomes were really big last year, so I put some gnomes on them. So you could really just roll with it. And then it was so funny that, you know, one person was like, you know, this is cute, but have you ever thought about making them so you can hang them up? And I was like, that's genius. That's so genius. So that's what that's looking like with the cute bow on top of it. So now I like to add in the sign. So that's going to go in the middle. So we're going to cut off the middle pipe cleaners. Tuck those in because we don't need them anymore. Sorry, my bow is not in the middle. There we go. Just show that bow who is boss. So the cool thing with these cable tie mounts is they have little holes in them. So you just thread your pipe cleaner right through it. Okay? I like to twist mine like that. And now we're going to thread this through the mesh in the middle and secure it to the back as well. I always say adding your sign is the hardest part of wreath making. Getting it through that mesh. Okay, I'm going to flip it. I always like to go underneath these existing pipe cleaners just to make sure that that sign's not going to go anywhere, or your bow. I did it the same thing with the bow. And then just push that down so it's flush. I'm just going to manipulate that a little bit. Okay. It's already coming together. Look how cute that is. So now we're going to do a ribbon tail cluster down here using all of our ribbon. These are ribbon tail boards that I like to use when I'm cutting a lot of ribbon. So I'm only going to cut one piece of each of these. One piece each of these two ribbons at 12 inches. Okay, set those to the side for now. But I'm going to do, let's do all three of these. We're going to do 3 at 12 inches. If y'all are an OG Owlet Southern Owl watcher, you will know that I used to use cardboard to cut my ribbon tails. So don't think if you're new, just starting out wreath making, you don't need all the things. Sell a couple wreaths, get a little money going, and then buy a little, you know, treat yourself. Okay, let's upgrade this. Let's upgrade that. You know, let me cut the ribbon tails in this one too real quick. So I'm just dovetailing the ends, just so these are ready to roll. Okay, so now, oh, that just wants to roll off. Okay, well, we'll deal with that afterwards. We don't need to do that on camera. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay. These are all cut at 12 inches. All of the ribbon tails are all going to be 12 inches. Okay. And we're just dovetailing them and getting them ready to roll for the wreath. And we're going to do 3 of these as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're just folding them in half. Also, if you're new to wreath making, just cut them one at a time. It's okay. Once you get a little bit more advanced and more comfortable with cutting ribbon tails or dovetailing, then do bunches. But just start off with one at a time, because you want the tails to look nice and you don't want to have to go back and redo them, right? Okay, so now we got all of our ribbons ready to roll. So we're going to do the 2.5 inch with the 1.5 inch ribbon on top at the bottom. So we still have that pipe cleaner in there. We haven't cut it. So I'm just going to do an X pattern with these. I'm going to find the center, give it a pinch, and I'm just making an X in my hand. Now we're going to add in all the fun ones. Same thing, find the middle. Throw them on top. Oh, you know what? Let's put the hearts on the top of that one. Swiss dots this way. And burlap in the middle. Okay. So we're holding that all between our thumb and pointer, just like the bow. And then you're going to attach that into your pipe cleaner at the bottom. Okay. Twist it in a couple times. And then cut off that extra pipe cleaner, because we are now done. And then tuck that in. And just start manipulating the tails and where you want them to fall on your little ribbon bundle. How cute is that? So now we're going to add in these in this slot and this slot, okay? So I'm doing that same thing, just finding the middle, giving it a pinch. You want to make sure that if you're using directional ribbon as well, that your hearts are facing the right direction, okay? Just have that all pinched in your hand. throw it into that pipe cleaner that is ready to rock and roll. Up at the top underneath your bow, clip off that pipe cleaner because we're all done with that section, and tuck it in. So now you just fluff out these ribbon tails where you want them to fall. Okay. So it just fills in that empty mesh spot. Okay. So we have a little right here. We're going to add the next step right over there. Same thing, find the middle of that ribbon, pinch it, make an X, put that right in the middle, and now you're just going to pinch this and put it into that pipe cleaner. Tie it right down in there. Clip it off, that extra pipe cleaner because we don't need it, and tuck it in. Okay, I'm going to turn my hot glue gun back on for the final step. Okay, look how sweet that is. Isn't that so cute? So fun. It was a little crooked, wasn't it? So cute. So fun. Okay. You can take it a step further. You can add glittery hearts to this. That would be super cute. You can have sprays coming out of it. But this is just kind of your basic swag. Okay. Sign, bow, ribbon tails. Super fun. So we're going to throw this upside down. Okay, I'm going to grab another pipe cleaner, thread it through the top, and twist, twist, twist. Make a loop, cut off the extra. Okay, thread that up, tuck that to the side. And that, my friend, is what you're going to hang it on. Okay? We're not done, though, because we do not want any of these pipe cleaners to hurt our client's door or your own door or shutters. So what I always like to do is just add a little bit of hot glue on top of those ends, because it just acts as a little bit of a buffer, so it's not going to scratch anything, okay? Okay. Okie dokie. So that is what that looks like. I don't know if you can really see that. But you just add it on right on top. And this is how I make my paint stick swags. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know where you're watching from, if you've ever made a paint stick swag before. And please like and subscribe to my channel. I would love for y'all to hang out with me.